today I'm gonna teach you how to pot up some plants. So first we'll need a pot to put our plants in. So I'm gonna teach you how to make pots out of newspaper that look like this. It's really simple to use. The only things that you need are your newspaper, some scissors for paper, and a wine bottle. It doesn't necessarily have to be a wine bottle, just around the same shape and size. So first thing, I've already cut this piece into strips. Even though this one looks smaller, it's still the same size when it was a strip. We take our wine bottle and we lay it down like this. And we pick up the end and we want to make sure it mostly covers it. For me, I think this is good. So you hold the end so it doesn't unravel, and then you just roll it. Try and make sure it's straight. Now I've got it all wrapped. But what is keeping it from being a pot? Well, if you put anything in it, once the wine bottle's taken out, it will just fall through. So we need to make a bottom. I find that you should use the part where the thing just ended so that won't unravel, and you push that bit down first. It's nice if you have, as I do, a dent thing so your wine bottle goes down. It's not like that, it's like that. So you push that down into there, and then you do another, and another, and then the last one. It doesn't matter how many folds you do. You don't have to do 4 like me. You could have done more depending on how big you want to make it. If you want to make it taller, then make a longer strip. If you want to make it bigger, use a bigger bottle and a longer strip. So you keep this pressed down. When you think it's ready, you grab some edges that you probably will have. They're like hanging out on the side like this. And you hold those down and try and take the bottle out. And there it sits. If it doesn't sit and one of these is hanging loose, just tuck it in. And I've got 2. I'm gonna do this one a little bit taller because the tomatoes, it's better if you cover the stem a little so that it can sprout more roots. So this is what I have. And again, you make sure that it is mostly covering the bottom. The video is gonna fast forward me making the rest of these. But if you aren't sure you know how to do it yet, you can just hit the back button and re-watch what I just showed you on how to make the pot. As you can see, my pot has ripped. But that's all right. I think I can still use it. It's not a big rip. If it were super big, then I could just compost it. Now I have made 6 pots. It's all right if your thing is sticking out like that. Once you put some dirt in it, it will stay down. Now it's time to do the transplanting. The plants I'm transplanting are marigolds, basil, cosmo, and tomatoes. This is the basil. This is the marigold. This is another marigold. This is a cosmo. This is a tomato. And that is a tomato. I'm gonna do a tomato first. You can tell they need to be transplanted because of how the roots are. They're trying to grow out of their container. They don't have enough space. I hold it like this, and then I'm gonna push my finger in as far as I can. You see there are holes on the bottom? So I'm pushing it as far as I can. Since they were just sitting in water, they're a bit wet, so they might crumble a bit, but that's okay. So here's my pot. I'm gonna put some soil in it. I think one more handful. There, that should be good. So now I'm putting my tomato in and putting in some dirt. And I'm filling it up so that there's mainly dirt. And I'm going right over to where the stem is, and I'm going to put some on the stem because it will make it so the stem sprouts new roots, and so it has new roots to give it the nutrients it needs. Now I've potted my first plant. This time I'm going to put the soil in first. Now it's in. I'm going to put it in here. I think I'm going to do my marigold now. Now I've got my marigold, and I'm putting it down in my container. I'm putting in the soil all around it. This one, if you bury the stem, it will rot and will not bring new roots. So don't do that. And there is my marigold plant. I'm gonna do my second tomato now. Oh, wait, I just realized something. There's another tomato. This one doesn't look like it's doing as well as the other one, so I'm just gonna snip it off. So you go very low and then you just snip the stem off. Now I'm gonna push it up with my finger like I did the rest. Oh no. Gonna pick it up and put it in like the other tomato. Fill in all the dirt gaps, and just like the other tomato, you can cover the stem up a bit because then it will sprout new roots. There's my second tomato done. Now I'm gonna do my cosmo. I get my pot and I fill it with soil. This one has roots hanging out, so you don't want to destroy the roots, so be a little gentle with it. Then take the cosmo, plant it in the soil. Now I'm gonna do my other marigold. So I fill it in, but not completely because we still need space for the marigold. So we pick up this, then we push our finger in. Now we plop it in here. Then we add the soil. And there was our second marigold. I don't think I have enough soil left. I need a little more soil. Next, I take my pot for my final one, basil. Fill in the pot with soil, and then once again, I pick up my pot and then push with my finger. This one felt like it was just gonna crumble apart, so I let it fall into my hand instead of grabbing it, because if I did, it would probably just fall apart. And there is the basil. Smells good. Now we need to water them. This is a good bottle to use because it has holes. So it will be like it's raining on a summer's day, like they're already outside. There. Now they should be pretty happy. And to check if they need water, you can lift them up. If it's heavy like it is now, it won't need water. If it's light, then it probably will. And in bigger sized pots, you can use your finger. But I think I'll teach you that when we are using bigger sized pots. You can also feed them with a really weak natural fertilizer. And also another way to check if they are too dry or too wet is through leaves. They will wilt if they're too dry or too wet, so this may be hard to see if you overwatered or underwatered. But you can look at how much you've been watering them lately. If you've been watering them like once an hour, then it's probably overwatered. And the fertilizer helps the leaves to grow, but if you give too much, it will burn the roots, so be careful with that. Put it in moderation, which means the right amount. Not too much, not too little. But however your garden grows, keep growing as a gardener. If you don't know how already, you're gonna learn in no time, like that.